June, Mandalorian Season 3. Two things that by themselves are pretty unremarkable, but together. In what is already a year that released that Clone and Droid Battle Pack comes another incredibly strong Battle Pack. It's also great to see a Mando themed Battle Pack after we sort of got one for Season 2. We have what might be the best Battle Pack build in a very long time, in terms of how substantial it is. They might ultimately be some rocks, but they're some substantial rocks. But all that aside, those minifigures. LEGO has perfected the Mandalorian figures. But wait, these minifigures get me unreasonably enthusiastic, and for good reason. But alright, we have to eat our greens first. The build here gives the Battle Pack a playset feel, complete with a gimmick. Attached to the rocks we have this clear piece that allows for the connection of an Imperial commando. And while we're here... This again speaks to how substantial the build is, though on the other hand, teetering on the edge of playset means this might potentially take away from the army building part of a battle pack. It effectively comes across as a snapshot of the show. It's in contrast to the Snowtrooper battle pack, for example, where you got a collection of builds that suit being scaled and fit within an army. We do have those battle pack mainstays in those crab turrets and box of thermal detonators, but for the most part this does feel like a playset, though balancing this feeling out is the fact that we have these connection points to be attached to the other Mando Season 3 set, though I'm sure it would work just fine with a duplicate of this set, so you could count that as this set being scalable. It's a weird mix. It's a nice and substantial build, but not entirely army buildable, so ultimately the build is going to come down to taste. Let me know what you think of the build and where the line between army building potential and playset should be drawn in a battle pack build. I think given the price and what it's trying to represent, the rocks do the job. I mean, they are just rocks at the end of the day. But alright, wasting no more time, let's talk about those Mandalorians. I'm kidding. Imperial Commandos, not to be confused with Imperial Commandos, but I mean these helmets already look pretty close to the clone troopers I pray LEGO one day gives us. These Imperial Commandos are printed head to toe in some of the most detailed printing. The chest piece is highly detailed in particular. Said highly detailed printing connects seamlessly to the legs. Moving around to the back of the torso we have this backpack with a 1x1 printed tile, and it's the most gets the job done part of the figure. I know this jetpack is the same as the First Order Jet Troopers pack, perhaps even intentionally. The highlight is, of course, that helmet, a brand new mold. The helmet captures the look quite well, in what looks to be a dual molded piece, similar to the latest Stormtrooper helmet. It's a pretty nice looking helmet. This is a good example of LEGO operating at 100%. These figs are excellent. Me liking this minifigure is completely disconnected from the source material. It's just a really solid fig, and I hope LEGO continues to put this much effort in their figures through the rest of the year and beyond. This set does come with two other minifigures, believe it or not. Like I mentioned before, LEGO has perfected Mandalorian minifigures. We have a Night Owl and a Warrior, both sporting that shiny Beskar armor, with those parts actually possessing a nice little shine. This includes those parts where the armor is battle damaged, showing the bare metal beneath the paint. These Mandalorians have been through a fight or two, and the minifigures are all the better for it. The gunmetal grey jetpack round out these figures in a great way. I am loving this recent trend of making black things gunmetal. It just looks a lot better. It's great how well rounded this battle pack feels. Of course, these figures lend very well to army building, if that's your bag, though if it isn't, these commandos in particular are fine additions to anyone's collection.